Welcome to Fashion News Live. I'm your host, Rocco, and I am here with the very beautiful Carmen Carrera. Hi, Carmen.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here co-hosting with you.
I know, I'm so excited to announce to the world that Carmen will be my co-host for New York Fashion Week. As you see, it's freezing rain outside, there's snow, but we're gonna show you the hottest fashions. But even more important, we're gonna discover how important it is for inclusivity all over the world, starting right here at New York Fashion Week.
What do you feel the future holds for diversity and inclusivity?
I feel like it is, I don't know. I feel like it's very open. That's what's kind of great about it. I think we have the world to change, and I think that we can do that. And hopefully with fashion's very visual. So I think if we put out there what we want people to see as beautiful, then that will help. So, that's what we're doing.
Hey guys, so we are here with Miss J. Alexander, and I'm so excited to be interviewing you. Hi.
You look good, mama.
Thank you. Do I have your approval?
Yes, you do, baby.
Ooh.
Skin looks lovely, young, youthful, and fresh.
Thank you. So I'm curious to know, how do you feel to be supporting the LGBTQ plus community here at Fashion Week? The designers, the models.
They're finally getting it. It took a lot of yelling and screaming, understanding that we are all one big happy fashion family.
Yeah.
And you and I talked about Victoria's Secret a while back. I need to see you there.
I hope so. I keep my fingers crossed, but I feel like, in order to move progressively, we have to all move as a unit together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not only the trans fight, but it's also people of color, women, like it's just the whole world.
Straight, gay, bi, trans, we need to be one big family in order to move this thing forward. That people know that we do exist. Whether you're LGBTQIA, whatever letters you want to add to the end of it, we're all one big happy family. We have dreams and we have goals. And it doesn't matter where you are in your mental state, but we know physically and mental, it's all one big unit if it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. You are embracing diversity and body size. Can you give us a little bit of insight?
Yeah, because, from beginning our philosophy is all women, any size, any nationality, and so which we are telling that one, but for the fashion show until this time, we never used plus size women. So we do plus size women and model, and also all the different nationality and the color is light color, light to dark, all different rainbow of different shade of skin color which we use.
Amazing. Thank you so much for being an innovator. I also want to mention maybe one day you can have a transgender model. Maybe. I hope so.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Our customer, they're wearing in TV show and stuff. They are wearing my dresses. Yes, transgender women's.
Oh, beautiful. So I look forward to the future, and I can't wait to see your collection.
Yes. Thank you.
Where do you feel like maybe fashion can move forward in certain areas, or how far have we come?
Well, I mean, this is something that we speak a lot about, and I'm actually glad that, this question is popping up so easily and people are willing to take some time to answer it, because inclusivity is everything. I mean, there were years ago when this wasn't even a thought. So now that the fact that it's on everyone's mind, I think this is a good sign of where the industry is going. So I think it's important to be consistent, and we don't see that enough at all. So, it's always perpetuating these ideas of what's fashionable and what's beautiful. And a lot of times it doesn't include inclusivity and diversity and women that look like us with our hair and our skin tone and just all different colors of races, ethnicities, and shapes and sizes and genders, orientations. And I'm a curvy woman as well. And, a lot of times I can't fit into the super skinny clothes that I see in the runway that I love. So I love when designers are very open to size inclusivity as well.
I want to ask you about inclusivity and sort of where do you feel fashion is right now, and what do you feel needs to change in order to progress?
I mean, fashion is going in a diverse direction. We're seeing, more models that represent the everyday woman out there, but still, I want to see more diversity on the runway, not just in the sizes they're making. I want to see plus size women, trans women, women of color. I want to see them all, because it's nice that you make the size, but I want to see it on the runway too.
Why do you feel it's important to feature or focus on inclusivity at Fashion Week?
With you guys, I want to create the world that I want to see. I want to, it's a community effort, and I want to celebrate the Chromat babes in our world.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. And Chromat babes come in all shapes, sizes, ethnicities, colors, genders, everything. What message would you send to anyone out at home or who's struggling with who they are? What message would you send to them to give them some sort of light or empowerment?
Things are changing, I think, is the best message we can continue to drive forward. You know, if you don't see the change, create the change. I came with my daughter Jocelyn, who's 10 years old and is the prime example of the next generation we're trying to build up stronger and better. And so sometimes we just have to keep trying. And what I just continue to say is try harder, but never give up hope. Because at the end of the day, that's all we have. And you see it in moments like this, honestly, like, is when you realize that change does happen. Sometimes slower than we want, but we got to keep trying.
Hi, my name is Emmy, and I am walking in Chromat right now. We're backstage, and the energy is really, really great. As always, it's like a family homecoming. Okay, so the reason why Chromat is so important is that we have an inclusive, one of the most inclusive runway shows in the world. So New York Fashion Week has it here, and you can probably feel all the excitement, and it's great.
Where do you think we are, like on a scale of 1 to 10, as far as inclusivity and diversity in fashion?
I think as a whole, in New York, it's, you know, people are pushing boundaries all the time, and so it can feel like we're closer to a 10, but I feel like we're halfway there, if that maybe overall. You know, I think we have to look at the whole world, and the whole world looks at high fashion, what people are doing in Paris, in Milan, and I think everyone should follow suit and look at brands like Chromat for inspiration for inclusivity. Yeah.
And also like female empowerment as a whole.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how do you feel as a trans model, a woman of color?
Yeah.
How do you feel your contribution to this show helps women?
I think just representation. I think I'm a woman before I'm trans. I'm a model before I'm trans. You know, I'm a model that happens to be trans, a woman that happens to be trans. So I think it's just a good representation for anybody watching the show who might feel like they want to represent or present in their truth. And not even just to trans people, but to cis people. I think seeing people who are strong in who they are and what they stand in gives people a sense of hope and a sense of love that the show really portrays.
How does it feel as an open, proud trans woman of color to be included here at New York Fashion Week?
Well, I mean, I think it's important. I mean, our bodies aren't being policed in the fashion realm anymore. You know, people are seeing that our bodies are welcome in all spaces, and I think it's good that inclusivity is a thing now. You know, it's not just limiting us to just a title. It's including us in the womanhood spaces that we need to be, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So one question to you is, to anyone out there who's struggling with their identity or to just have the courage to be themselves and stand strong in their conviction, what advice would you offer someone that's struggling?
Well, I would say that they have to stay strong. They have to look up to the sky and know that there's no limit and that anything is possible. Like, if you put your mind to it, you can make it happen. And the reason why I say that is because I finally had a moment in my life where I took the moment to grasp onto what I loved, and it's happening in full fruition. So if I'm a testament to it, then you can be too. So, yeah.
I'm here for the black people.
Absolutely. Well, I'm here for my trans people.
I'm here for all
so
of it.
we're here for everybody. We're here for inclusivity.
Ostracized. We're here for it.
Can you give us a couple of words as far as inclusion and acceptance within fashion for like diversity and different kinds of people? Like, could you give us maybe a soundbite for your view?
I think that everything should have inclusion because I feel like now, as modeling is, you know, progressing and everything, I think everybody that's actually at the top nowadays is a representation of some group that got ostracized at a point. And I feel like it's very important to have that because everyone always feels like they're alone, and I think that's the biggest problem we have when it comes to like, you know, suicide and hurting other people because you're angry with yourself, projecting. I just feel like, you know, this whole new, queer vibe is lit.